So let me teach you more about teaching a horse to seek out X. And you have to understand something. X is really nothing. All X is where your thoughts go and the direction of your belly button. This is your source of energy. So a lot of this has to do with being able to keep a good focus no matter what the horse does. Because horses are experts at getting people to lose their focus. Because all they know, all I got to do is do something stupid, and whatever that person was thinking about, they'll go, oh, and they'll react. See, so what you're trying to teach the horse is pay attention, don't react, and pay attention to where I'm going. So as you're doing this, especially if you start moving things around, which with a horse like this is a great thing to do. Because X, you can put X over there, look at something on the ground, and say, X is there, but if the horse starts doing something stupid, you just start putting X everywhere. You know, I put it over there, up there, down there, over there. X is just where your thoughts are going. So when the horse starts doing things stupid around me, I'll start moving X around really fast. And they go, that really blows their mind, because a lot of horses that are like this, that freaks them out. They go, well, you just said you were going there, now you're going over there, now you're going over there, now you're going up there. So, this horse had a lot of trouble with reaching up for her ears. You know, I initially started from the backside, and I couldn't, you know, I had to work through that. And I said, well, guaranteed she's not going to be able to deal with it with me approaching her head on and reaching up for her ears from the front. So I started playing and teaching her to seek out X, and she was having a difficult time with that. And basically what it is a lot of, I'm either going to be on your right side or your left side, and I always let them know, if I'm going to be on your right side, meaning that I want your nose here to the right side of my belly button, I'm going to go in with my right hand up. So you have to get your consistencies down, pat, so that when you approach your horse and you want to go on the right hand side, I always put my right hand up, and they know, okay, he's going on my right hand side. So, and it doesn't matter. I mean, it splits right down the middle here. So if you're going right side or left side of the face, your belly button needs to be to one side or the other of that center line of their nose. And what I want when I start teaching them to go to X, I want them to say, so if I say I put X over here, I want their nose to start tipping to where I'm going. This will help when you ride. So if you get good focus when you ride, you change your focus. See, when I change my focus, see what happens to my belly button? So horses are so sensitive and so in tune with where your focus goes and where your belly button goes. They're so in tune with that stuff that people really don't understand the matter. So see, there's a little bit there because she wasn't really paying attention. So if she got worse than that, I would have threw X down here, you know, fast, to get her to go, oh no, we put X over there. So it's just something you have to play with. But that's the thing. See, when you work with horses and you're having trouble, you got to have more moves than a pound of X-Lax. And if you don't know how many moves X-Lax has, try some. So it gives you a lot of tools to use, because you can take X and put it there. It's just a tool. So I'll show you as I'm going to stand in front of her, right? And I'm going to go to her right side forehead. And the thing is, I don't look at the whole forehead. I usually kind of think about a dot the size of a quarter. So I put a little quarter, you know, just inside of her ear to the right side of her head. And I look at it and I go, right hand up, I want to go to that spot. So this really clicked in with her yesterday. I had a lot of trouble with her yesterday. I had to work her twice in the morning, and then she was getting it pretty good. So if I go like this, X is over here, right? And I reach here and I go, X is over here. That's what I want. I want her tipping her nose to where X is. So if I go here, and I go, X is over here, I want her to tip her nose over here. See, and it's just such a slight touch. It's really nothing. You know, and eventually, because she's really understanding this now, the same thing will go with handling her legs. You know, I'll go here. And I usually kiss to her before she does that. So then if I put her leg in the farrier's position, right? And this will help your horse stand a lot better. I'll put X between my legs. And I'll say, X is here. And I'll let her leg slide down. What I want her to do is touch the ground here without shifting her weight over here. It's a great thing to teach a horse, and she's gotten so much better about this. So I can come here, put X up there, and I can reach here, where she used to root her nose way over to the other side, and there was a lot of resistance against my hand. So if I reach up here and I reach over here and I go, X is over here. See what happens? This is a great thing to teach a horse. And it's really not that difficult. I'm not sure how good I'm catching all this. So I'll go here, left hand up. Go there, I can reach over here. See, she still has that tendency to want to tip her nose away. And this is all going from the way she's been caught. Because I said, people are direct line thinkers. Right off the bat, the horse knows they're coming out to catch me. And when a person's going out to catch a horse, they go right for the head. And when I go out to catch a horse, if the head isn't facing me, I go, I'll catch your tail head. See, my energy is towards the back until I see that nose looking to me to see what is Bill's intention. So if I don't have the nose, my intention is going to your hiney. And granted, I got her online, and she'll do this at Liberty. The only reason why I put her online is because sometimes at Liberty, if she gets a little confused, she's going to move. So she'll be moving all over the place, and I don't have anybody running the camera that can follow me. So I put her online. But, I mean, I'll take the halter off right now because she is standing here, and she's paying good attention to me. Plus, my mare is standing right there, and these two have really buddied up. So that's usually a good thing. Unless she gets worried, then she'll take off. So I'll take this off. And the other thing, that when you take this off, watch what I do. I step over and I step back. I want her to put her mind here, like that, and then I'll let the halter slip off. That teaches a horse to learn how to get caught, and like I said, when I put it on, I rub it up her face. They'll actually, and she's gotten pretty good at it, they'll actually when you put the halter around and you reach over here, and you put the halter here, they will actually tip their nose over here. See, that's good that I got it here. Just a little bit of touch with my right hand and a shift of my belly button helps her bring her nose over here. So see that's her thing. So there's two things I can do in that situation. I could go left hand up for her left ear and get her to tip her nose back over this way. But I want her to understand that, well, see, so she's thinking now that, so I'll go here. I'll put X right there. Probably, I'll put it down here. So as long as she backs straight away, I'll work with her. But if she keeps backing up, I'll put X way up here. I'll put X over there. See? This is what I want. So that's good. I mean, she didn't. Oh, now see. I can put X here, put it up there. And if she starts giving me too much trouble, I can always get the stick. It's like Daddy reaching for his belt. You really want me to take my belt off? It's not that I'm going to use this to beat her with. She knows that if I get this, things are going to get a lot more serious. So you see she started going that way. I just threw X down on the ground behind her, make a little noise. I haven't done a lot of this stuff with her as far as having her lead with me offline. So I throw X down here. See where her nose is? So even though she's getting a little bit stupid here, she's understanding the fact that, boy, if Bill throws X down somewhere, I really better pay attention. And I learned this from my mare. I watch how she deals with other horses. And I told you about horses there, when I was down her right-hand side, she was getting tense here. Well, let me tell you something. If my mare walked by her on her right-hand side, and I use my hand like this to make my nose longer, because that's what my mare will do. If she's going down the right-hand side, she's going to go like this. She'll pick her nose up like that, and you have to understand something. When you're riding a horse, if you want to go forward and you're going to go faster, you pick your vision up. You see some people ride a horse, they want to canter and they're looking down at the ground. Well, if you want to canter, you're wanting to go faster. Pick your nose and your vision up. See, when you do this, your center comes up. And your center is your energy. So if you pick your energy up, you're going to go somewhere and you're going to go faster. Learn how to shut your energy off and let your center sink down to slow down. So a lot of people have a big problem with their focus and where they look and how it affects a horse. But it's a great thing. So she does hindquarters to me pretty good, but then I go right into backup. So I can get her over here this way. Now back up. So there's more ways to get a horse to come to you than just leading. And I haven't, like I said, I haven't done a lot of liberty work leading her. And I like that. The more she wants to tip her nose here, I go, yeah. So I shut my belly button off and put my focus down here, and I go, yeah. Stroke her on the shoulder. This gives you that. That's pretty dang good, I'll have to say. So I'll just tell you one thing, like I was starting to explain about how my mare is. When I started teaching her about X and I was reaching for her ear, she was backing up, backing up. So what I did was change my focus from reaching for her ear to over here, right? And I said, and I'm looking down her side. I'm looking down her side like this, and I point and I pick my focus up, and if she doesn't go, I'd do the same thing that my mare would do to a horse like that. She would bite him right in her bulge right here. So I'd take the stick, so if I point and I pick my focus up and I pick my energy up a little bit, if I watch, I want to see some type of weight shift happen here. It's not that I'm changing my focus point. I'm watching out of my peripheral vision. Did that horse shift its weight at all? And is it the correct weight shift to make the turn this way? So if I go down here and I have to bite her, I bite her, but I still keep going in the same direction I'm going to go in. So it's just something you have to play with. And getting your focus in tune is really good. So I'll show you one other thing, that if you don't have good focus, use an item. And now I haven't done this with her, but so it may bother her because I'm throwing energy down her side. So, but if you don't, and throwing the energy down her side will certainly help you. It may make her move off because she doesn't really know what I'm doing here. I'm going to take a glove and throw it down there and say, well, that's where X is, and go and pick up your glove. That will hopefully help you maintain what your intention is. So a lot of this is getting really good focus, and don't let, no matter what that horse does, disturb your train of thought. Because if the horse does react to it, all you got to do is change your intention, start throwing X somewhere else.